Welcome, friends, to our recap of Season 1 of The Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Time turns, and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth comes again. In one age, called the Amazon Age by some, an age yet to come, an age long past, a wind rose in the mountains of mist. The wind was not the beginning. There are neither beginnings nor endings to the turning of the Wheel of Time, but it was a beginning. Let us open a page in Mirrors of the Wheel. The show begins with an erroneous recap of the breaking of the world, cleverly shifting all responsibility to men, absolving the female Aes Sedai of any wrongdoing. But stories can change over 3,000 years, and what is truth is more often than not lost or twisted. In a sleepy corner of the world, in a hamlet nestled between two rivers in the mountains of mist, a place long hence forgotten and dismissed, two strangers arrive. An Aes Sedai named Moiraine and her warder, Lan Mandragoran. The story follows a group of friends, Rand al'Thor, Mat Cauthon, Perrin Aybara, and Egwene al'Vir. In shelter and peace were they raised, and their friendships were strong. On one winter's night, a night of celebration and memorial, the peace is shattered for our group of friends. Trollocs, monsters of legend, half man and half beast, attack. Many are slain and one is taken. All would have been lost if not for Moiraine, Aes Sedai, wielder of the one power, standing strong against evil. In a flurry of power, she fights the Trollocs, defeating many but taking grave wounds. In her battle frenzy, she recklessly destroys the village inn. Afterwards, Moiraine reveals to the young group of friends that one of them is the dragon, destined to be the most powerful channeler ever born. To add confusion and mystery, the show includes Egwene, insinuating that she, too, could be the dragon. Could this be misdirection? In fear and under cloak of darkness, the friends must flee their homes, trusting to this mysterious stranger and her stoic companion. Day and night, the Trollocs hound them, driving them ever further from home. After crossing a river, the boatman looks back to the far bank. To his surprise and disbelief, he sees a host of Trollocs and a Fade. But rather than being terrified and soiling his small clothes, he attempts to swim back, only to promptly be swallowed up by a whirlpool. Flaming goat-kissing moron! Presently, the Trollocs manage to cross the river, and our group flees to the safety of Shadar Logoth. In Shadar Logoth, Mat finds a shiny blade for himself, and the group can rest peacefully. The peace is not to last, for as night closes in, a roaming darkness forces the group to split up and flee in different directions. With our group splintered, they must now rely on their friendship and wits more than ever before. Rand and Mat find Breen's Spring, a good-for-nothing mining town. There, they meet Tom, a gleeman. Apparently, a gleeman is someone who can't sing, wears drab clothes, and only croaks one song. After some shady shit with a dark friend, Rand, Mat, and Tom are forced to flee the shantytowns for their lives. They wander about until they reach a farmhouse. They ask for lodgings, and in a moment of concern and foreshadowing, Tom reveals to Rand that his nephew Owen was caught and gentled by Red Aes Sedai. After a touching scene between Mat and the farmer's daughter, their hosts are killed, and Tom fights off a Fade. Rand and Mat run away again. Our heroes do a lot of running away, it would seem. Meanwhile, Egwene and Perrin run around the plains, apparently being chased by wolves, and finally meet the traveling people, a group of extreme pacifists. While with these traveling people, Perrin is given some dubious advice about violence. Egwene dances with the handsome Aram, and they generally have a good time. Soon, however, our heroes are captured by White Cloaks. Their leader, Valda, is convinced Egwene can channel the One Power. To prove this, he tortures Perrin, believing Egwene would use the One Power to save him. But if Egwene could save him with the one power, why wouldn't she destroy Balda? But that isn't important. What is important is that Perrin's golden eyes first appear. Perrin calls the wolves to him, and with their aid, they escape the White Cloaks.
Nynaeve, the one who was taken at the beginning, having escaped her Trolloc captors, finds Moraine and Lan in the wilds. With her herb lore, she treats Moraine's wound. Together they find a group of Aes Sedai, fresh from Ghealdan after capturing Logain, a man claiming to be the Dragon Reborn. Moraine is healed and they accompany the Aes Sedai back to Tar Valon. Along the way, Logain's army attempts to free him. In a confused melee, many die, including an Aes Sedai.
Very sad.
The attempt fails, however, but not before every important person is hurt. Seeing this, Nynaeve shows what an untrained channeler can do and heals everyone instantly. Logain is recaptured and gentled, leaving him cut off from the male half of the source. These three threads finally come together in Tar Valon. Rand meets an Ogier named Loyal, and sees Logain brought in by his Aes Sedai captors. Mat gets sicker from the dagger from Shadar Logoth. The storytellers waste precious time in political innuendo in the White Tower that does not move the plot forward. Moraine and Suon meet in secret, platonically, to discuss the Dark One and the Eye of the World. Moraine heals Mat of the dagger sickness, and Egwene overshares about Perrin's golden eyes. Moraine then takes Nynaeve and Egwene to meet the Armillan Seat. To increase the dramatic tension, Moraine is ordered by the head of her Aja to remain in Tar Valon. But she must guide the Ta'veren children to their destinies, and so, to leave now requires subterfuge. Moraine must be banished so our story can continue. Leaving Tar Valon behind, the group, now including Loyal, go forth to find a Waygate, an ancient fast travel device. Into this darkness they go, and for a time travel the ways. A rogue encounter with a Trolloc forces someone to channel, drawing the Black Wind. Faced with this grave threat, the group flee the ways for the fortress city of Faldara. In Faldara, the group meets the most important woman of the story, Min Farshaw. She can see glimpses of the pattern, and Moraine hopes Min can tell her which one is the Dragon Reborn. She proves evasive, and avoids revealing what she knows. After much subterfuge, Rand is revealed to be the Dragon Reborn. We are all shocked. Moraine and Rand then set off alone into the Blight, heading for the Eye of the World. Faldara is attacked, and the resulting battles are disappointing. Tarwin's Gap is poorly defended. Aglamar's cavalry, hopelessly outnumbered and in useless armor, lead a pointless charge. Aglamar's sister and a small group of channelers take on the might of the Dark One's army. In a scene that has the book fans screaming,
Seriously? Did they not even read the flaming books?
3 out of the 5 channelers burn themselves out, and Egwene and Nynaeve almost die. Thus did the strong women beat back the Dark One's Trollocs, sacrificing themselves. But wreathed in plot armor, Nynaeve and Egwene survive. Meanwhile, aboard Perrin and Loyal team up with 2 Shaynaran soldiers, Uno and Ingtar, to retrieve the Horn of Valir, which has been cleverly hidden beneath the throne for centuries. Fane and 2 Fades break into Faldara and steal the horn, stabbing Uno, Ingtar, and Loyal in the gut with the blade from Shadar Logoth. They will be fine, I'm sure. As that battle rages, Rand and Moraine reach the Eye of the World. As Rand touches the ancient symbol of the Aes Sedai, he is transported into a dream of the world. One where, having defeated the Dark One at the Eye, he goes home, marries Egwene, and has a child. The Dark One appears to both Moraine and Rand and cuts her connection to the One Power. He asks Rand if he understands what it is to be the Dragon Reborn. After goading Rand into channeling, Rand turns the power upon the Dark One, vanquishing him in a stream of light. The Eye shatters beneath Rand's feet. He has seemingly triumphed over the Dark One, but is afraid of the power and inevitable madness. He instructs Moraine to tell the others he did not survive his battle and leaves unceremoniously. But the battle is never won, only delayed. Already, a new foe approaches.